What's going on, YouTube? James Show. Welcome back to James Talks Movies, where today I am going to be giving my quick little thoughts on the new racing sports movie called F1. This is a movie directed by Joseph Kosinski, and if that name sounds familiar, that's because he actually directed one of the more famous movies to come out in recent memory, Top Gun Maverick, which is of course a sequel to Top Gun, which came out in the 80s, starring Tom Cruise, of course. But this time around, he decided to study Formula One racing and make a movie about it. And this movie stars Brad Pitt. And it's about him. He's kind of a older person, older guy, and he retired from racing. But he comes back to mentor another young racer. And just get my quick thoughts out there. This is a movie that that plot is very familiar. We've seen plots like this in the past. And I actually have a couple issues with the way that it's handled and the execution of it, but it's really hard for me to say that this movie is bad because the everything from the technical aspects to the realistic nature of the F1 racing in here is very, very well handled. I don't think I've seen better like racing or like any sports captured so realistically and lively more than I do in this film. The cinematography is great. Most of the racing scenes are very well handled and they don't really feel repetitive most of the time. I'll get to that in a second. The costumes are great. Just everything from the CGI to the practical driving to Brad Pitt's performance and all the other performers. It just makes this movie very fun to see, like, all the characters just talk smack to each other and just kind of lift each other up and kind of that, just that whole nature of the sport. You really get a sense of the passion that goes into it and the passion everyone has for the sport. And it's just really, really fun to watch. But where this movie falters for me is in the writing, in the execution of the story. Not necessarily the writing, because I think that the overall story, the underdog story that we know from movies like this, can be very well handled if done right. But in this movie, I just feel like there were a couple repetitive elements, especially when you get to the second half of the movie. And there were like kind of forced characters that came into the movie that didn't really add anything, and kind of a waste of space, if you will. There is a love interest that Brad Pitt has in here, and she is just very underutilized and kind of feels forced into the plot. The manager or the coach that coaches Brad Pitt, who is played by Javier Bardem, he does really good. But I feel like just moments with them, with him and them, aren't very looked upon. The development of Brad Pitt kind of retiring and then coming back and mentoring this young racer, just there's not enough moments with them because the movie is kind of more distracted on showing the craziness and the spectacle of the races themselves. But on the flip side of the story department, there are actually some pretty quippy lines of dialogue in here that poke fun at Brad Pitt himself and kind of the subject matter of the film. And I love that when movies do that, just kind of a little tongue in cheek with itself. It's really fun. So overall, I can't say that this movie's awful, but it takes a while to get going, and because not lots of the jokes really land, and because of its weak writing, you can really feel the really long 2.5 hour runtime by the end of it, and just things just start to get a little tired, and you can kind of feel the repetitiveness of the races near the end. But overall, I gotta say, I didn't really mind F1. I thought it was a fun time in moments. And yeah, let me know all your thoughts of the movie down below. Did you like it? Did you not like it? Have you even seen it yet? Let me know them all in the comment section down below. Also, when you're in the comments, if you have any movie suggestions for me, let me know them in the comments so then maybe I can tell you my opinion if a movie is worth watching or not. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Hit that notification button after you subscribe so you can be notified every time I upload a new video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Goodbye.